Hello, good afternoon, good
Hello,
evening.
good evening.
Okay, so first of all, thank you for choosing English Fit as your English learning partner. Let me introduce
Yes.
myself. My name is Aurelia Hillary, or you can simply call me Miss Aurel or Kak Aurel or just Aurel will be fine. And I will be
Oh,
your IELTS tutor for 10 meetings. Nice to meet you,
hi.
Kak.
Okay. Nice to meet you, Miss Arel.
Could you please introduce yourself?
My name is Muhammad Ikram Aswad Fauzi, and you can call me Ikram. I'm currently at
Okay.
Australia right now, and I want to learn more English better for me.
All right. And I heard from admin that you are a worker in Australia. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
So, may I know what is your reason of learning English again? I bet that you have a good English skill because you live in Australia.
Not really, because I live and work with some Indonesians, so I cannot improve my English more better. But sometimes I learn with my other coworkers. But it's really hard to understand English accent.
Okay.
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with you. And what is your purpose of taking IELTS program?
Because I want to extend my visa in here, so I have to get an IELTS test for the
Oh,
get the visa.
oh, so that's the requirement.
Yes, that's correct.
What is the minimum
Because
band score for the
the
requirement?
minimum, the requirement actually is not that high. I think it should be five minimum.
Okay. Mhm.
Yeah.
And have you ever taken IELTS before?
Yeah. Around I think 2023,
Mhm.
and yeah, I got five.
Okay.
Without learn with tutor or anything.
Now you want to improve that.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay.
So, but yeah, I want to learn more.
Okay, I'm great that you meet English with, so I can help you to reach your goals right
Yes.
now. All
Thank you
right,
so much.
so let's start with our class terms and condition. So first
All
of
right.
all, I would like to show you this spreadsheet. You can find this on our chat. And I already
All right.
put here all of the lesson that you will get here. You pick IELTS private. I divide them into four parts, four sections that you know in IELTS. There are four sections. But if you
Yeah.
feel like, okay, I don't need to learn about this part, I can practice it with myself, just tell me because I will adjust it to your need. And then you
Okay.
can always check the material right here before
Oh,
the
the
class
studying
or maybe after
material.
the class. Yeah,
All right. Okay.
I give you right here. It's actually from the IELTS bootcamp, but if you feel like, okay, I think I want to learn more about this part, please tell me anytime because this is a private class, so you can ask
Yeah.
me to do anything that you want.
Okay. Okay. I got
And
it.
then,
Sorry, I want to
mhm.
ask first. I cannot change my
Yep.
background. Is it okay?
Oh, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. That's totally
Just
fine.
oh, okay. I cannot
And
find how to change it.
actually, you can see your camera and then you can
Yeah.
click on the triangle below.
Sorry. Where is it?
Are you using a
Oh
computer
yeah, yeah,
right
yeah.
now?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
computer.
And then
And I just saw the
click on more
blur
video
or
effects
more.
and settings.
Yes.
And after that, you can look at the arrow up showing add new.
Add new.
Can you
Wait,
find it?
wait. I
Yep.
cannot find it. There's no add new at my
Oh, really?
setting.
Are
Yeah.
you
I don't know why.
are you using website or the application?
Oh, I use website. Sorry.
Oh, maybe that's why.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
I don't have the application.
Later, if you want to download the application, it will show up right there.
Oh,
That's
all
fine.
right.
That's fine.
Okay. I think next time I will learn a bit.
Yeah, all right. Okay, so
Okay.
let's go back to the spreadsheet. So basically, there are some material right here, and you can tell me anytime if you feel like, okay, I don't need this part, just skip it, miss. Okay, I will skip that.
I think
But of
I need
course, tell me at
everything.
least, yeah. Mhm.
Yep.
You need everything?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, we can start it from zero, but not really zero because you took IELTS before and it's already five, so it's pretty good. You have a
Yes, thank you.
fundamental level.
Yeah, but I don't have like,
And
I don't know, I
mm,
forgot. Sorry.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's
you
fine.
can
That's fine.
continue.
Okay. And anyway, if you feel like you find difficulty on speaking and how you don't know how to translate some Indonesian word into English, just tell me because I will help you to speak that.
Okay. Okay.
And then we have 10 meetings, but there are only 8 lesson.
Take
What about
lesson.
the other two? Nin meeting will be a practice. I noticed that writing and speaking is the true struggle from IELTS achiever. They think that writing and speaking is
Yes.
always the hardest. So
Yeah,
this
of
is a
course. Yeah.
practice. And
All
then
right.
later you can decide which one you want to practice more, writing or speaking, because the time is not enough if you want to do both of them.
I think speaking would be good.
Mhm.
Yeah, I want to learn
And the
more for my speaking.
last one is IELTS mock test. This is from English with admin, so it's not with me again, but you will be
Uh-huh.
given a link to do your mock test. It's basically like a trial.
A trial.
Look
All
like
right.
an IELTS official test, but it's a trial test
Okay.
like that.
Actually,
Okay.
I want to ask because
Mhm.
I prepare to get an IELTS test on 30 of this month, 30 of June.
Okay, this one is only May. This is May, so
Sorry,
it's
sorry,
next
30
month.
of May. 30 of May. Sorry.
30th of May. Oh my god. Okay. And then what's next?
Yes. Yeah, I
So
just look at the link and it's until 5, but I
5th
think you
of
kind
June.
of,
Okay.
yeah, 5 of June.
So you want to finish it faster?
Yes, if you can. I mean,
Okay.
yes.
All right. Let me check it later. But if you want to speed it up, I'm sorry that you cannot keep on 5 every day. Jadi nggak bisa yang you can I'm afraid that
uh,
I cannot make it 5 p.m. every day. Is that fine for you?
5. I think I can on 5,
Mm-hmm.
but it's only for Tuesday and Thursday. Tuesday and Thursday. Sorry.
Tuesday. Okay, let me try to restructure the schedule again.
All right.
So I will send you the new schedule, but before 30th of May, you have to finish all of them.
Yes,
All
that's
right.
correct.
Let me find a way for you and I will send it later.
All right. Okay. Miss.
All right. And then what else? Okay, so for the schedule here, you will given 3 attempts to reschedule. If sometimes you have an event that you cannot leave, you
Mhm.
can ask me to reschedule the time, but the maximum is 3 times.
Maximum is 3 times. Okay.
Uh-uh. And then, yeah, this is a lesson, this is a link material, and all of our class will be recorded. I will upload it into YouTube channel, my YouTube channel, and then it will be uploaded right here. So you can always check the recording at any time you want.
All right.
And the class report, because this is an IELTS program, so I will score you based on this 4 section,
Okay.
based on the mock test actually. And then the final score will be here and your testimonial and also
Testimonial.
the CFR.
All right.
All right, and I think that's all for the introduction. Now we can jump into our first lesson.
Okay.
Okay, so before we start our lesson, I would like to inform you that for IELTS program, and I learned that you already took IELTS test before, so I will fully speak on English like 100% on this class. Is that fine for you?
Yes, it's that one.
All right,
If I cannot
that's great.
understand, I will ask in
Yeah, of
Indonesia
course. You
if I
can ask
don't
anytime.
understand. Yep.
Yeah. Okay, so this is our first meeting. Let's start with the first part of IELTS, listening. People say that listening is the easiest part, but you have to pay attention to it because it's not as easy as you think. And I want to introduce you to English Fit slogan. So this is the slogan: no more theories, let's practice. Usually we say this on the beginning of our class. If the teacher say English Fit, the student can answer no more theories, let's practice. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Should we try it?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
No more
English
theories.
Fit, English Fit,
What should no more
no more
theories?
theories.
No more
Let's
theories. Let's
let's practice.
let's practice. Okay.
Okay. By the way, I have to ask you, do you have some time available on weekends to do the class?
Uh, Sometimes I have time, but sometimes cannot. But I think this time I can. I mean
Okay,
this
because
weekend.
you have
Sorry.
to speed it up.
Yes.
What else? Yeah, I will
But
make some time for you on weekend.
all right. Yeah, that's good.
Do you prefer on in the morning or in the evening for weekend?
I prefer in the morning. This should be fine.
In the morning, all right. I
Yes.
will
I
try
mean
to.
on waktu Indonesia Barat.
Okay, Western Indonesian time. Oh,
Yep.
so what is the time different with yours right now?
With Jakarta, where do you live? In Jakarta?
I live in Yogyakarta.
Oh, I live at uh, the different time is 3 hours.
Oh, three
Yeah,
hours.
at three
Okay, not
hours.
that
Yeah,
bad.
it's 10 o'clock right now.
Wow, 10 o'clock. All right. Okay,
Yeah, that's fine.
now let's start the lesson. Listening meeting one. I divide the listening section into two parts, meeting part one and meeting part two. But there are a lot of slides right here, and our slogan is to focus more on practice. So I will just skip something that I think do not really important. And
Okay.
here you have to multitask from the tasks from the start. Let's see. So this is the listening IELTS test overview. I will go really quick on this one because you have ever taken IELTS before. There are 40 questions with 1 point each. There are 4 sections with 3 until 4 different audios. And the IELTS listening task lasts about 40 minutes. The recording part lasts about 30 minutes. There's something called transfer or checking time. And I suggest you to take the computer-based test because the result will issued faster than the paper-based test. And you can only listen to the audio once. Then what's
Okay.
next? There are various kind of accents, as you mentioned it. Sometimes it's really hard to listen various kind of accents, and maybe if you are not
Yeah.
familiar with that, you may get incorrect answer.
Yes, that's for
And
sure.
yeah, it's the problem for me too. If sometimes the British accent is too hard for me
Oh yeah,
as an
especially
American
British.
accent.
Yeah,
Yeah, especially in British, right?
yeah.
And
I
then
had,
they will
I
give you.
have, yeah, I have one British friend,
Mhm.
and if I talk with her, I always ask her like, "Can you talk slowly?" It's really hard to
Yeah.
understand.
Yeah, they do not pronounce things clearly, right?
Yes,
They
and
feel like
it's really
mumbling.
fast. Yeah, that's correct.
What are they trying to say? I also feel the same.
Sorry?
Yeah, I also feel the same.
Oh yeah,
Mm.
same.
And you need to master multitasking because you need to listen, write some notes, narrate the question, and understand the audio at the same time. And in this meeting, we will talk about section 1 and section 2 of listening.
Mhm.
So you will find a conversation between two people, usually in social context, making some appointment or booking something, which is something happen in your daily life. It's based on everyday English and usually gap fill question. This section is considered easy, especially if you have practiced a lot. You will get used to the type of the question. And then for listening section 2, the difference from section 1 is that there is only one person speaking. For section 1, you will hear two person talking to each other, usually filling a form or a what is that? Registration to be a member of something. Nah, that's a section 1. But for section 2, usually it is only one person talking about something. And it is based on everyday English, usually non academic topics, and the section is not very difficult. But of course,
Okay.
the more you do it, the section, the harder it is. There are some question types, and because you already taken IELTS again, I will only show you how to do it properly, like the tips and tricks. It may help you.
Yes, I need that.
So the first one is completing table and forms. This is the most common type I found on my test. You need to complete the gaps with a written answer. Sometimes you are required to complete the table by choosing the answer from a list of choices. So you have to pay attention to the instruction. This is the example. Completing table and forms example. Look at the instruction. Write one word and or a number. So you can only put one word or a number. And then
Okay.
there's no multiple choice here. So it's basically freestyle. You have to listen and then write down what you listen to. And
Alright.
for section 1, they mention about name and they always spell it. Sometimes they also mention about number, phone number or
Mhm.
address or something around our life, something around our daily life.
Alright.
And after that, there is something like this called completing the table. I will show you the example. Wait for a moment. I will share the sound as well.
Test 2. This is the IELTS
Can you listen to the
Yeah,
recording?
yeah, I listen it. Yes.
Okay.
listening test. You will hear a number of different recordings and you will have to answer questions on what you hear. There will be time for you to read the instructions and questions and you will have a chance to check your work. All the recordings will be played once only. The test is in 4 parts. At the end of the test, you will be given 10 minutes to transfer your... Now listen carefully and answer questions 1 to 6.
Hi, Coleman. How are you?
Good, thanks.
I wanted to have a chat with you because our friend Josh told me that you've joined a guitar group and it sounds interesting. I'd really like to learn myself.
Why don't you come along? I'm sure there's room for another person.
Really? So, who runs the classes?
He's called a coordinator. His name's Gary Matheson.
Let me note that down. Gary. How do you spell his surname?
It's Matheson.
Right, thanks.
He's retired, actually, but he's a really nice guy. And he used to play in a lot of bands.
Thanks. So, how long have you been going?
About a month now.
And Could you play anything before you started?
I knew a few chords, but that's all.
I'm sure everyone will be better than me.
That's what I thought too. When I first spoke to Gary on the phone, he said it was a class for beginners, but I was still worried that everyone would be better than me. But we were all equally hopeless.
Oh, that's reassuring. So, where do you meet?
Well, when I joined the group, they were meeting in Gary's home. But as the group got bigger, he decided to book a room at the college in town. I prefer going there.
I know that place. I used to go to tap dancing classes there when I was at secondary school. I haven't been since, though, and I can't remember what road it's in. Is it Lock Street?
It's just beyond there, at the bottom of New Street, near the city roundabout.
Yes, of course.
The guitar club is on the first floor in room T347.
Right. And when do you meet? Is it at the weekend?
We meet on Thursdays. It used to be 10:30, and that suited me well. But now we meet at 11. The class that's in there before us asked if they could have the room for another 30 minutes.
Oh, I see. Well, I'd love to come, but I don't have a guitar.
Well, you can always buy a second-hand one. There's a website called The Perfect Instrument that sells all kinds of guitars, violins, and so on. I'm sure you'll find something there.
Before you hear the rest of the conversation, you have some time to look at questions 7 to 10. Now listen and answer questions 7 to 10.
So, what's a typical lesson like with Gary?
Well, he always starts by getting us to tune our guitars. That takes about 5 minutes.
Uh-huh.
Some people have an app they use, but others do it by ear. Gary goes round and helps them. And while he's doing that, he tells us what he's going to do during the lesson.
Right.
First, we usually spend about 10 minutes doing some strumming.
So, is that using... Oh, what are they called? Plectrums?
No, we just use our thumbs.
Oh, much easier.
Gary reminds us where to put our fingers for each chord, and then we play them together. Sometimes we all just start laughing because we're so bad at keeping time. So Gary starts clapping to help us.
Do you learn to play any songs?
Yes, we do at least one song with words and chords. I mean, that's harder than you think.
Oh, I'm sure it is.
That part of the lesson takes about 15 minutes. He often brings a recording of the song and plays it to us first. Then he hands out the song, and if there's a new chord in it, we practice that before we play it together, but really slowly.
Do you do any finger picking?
That's the last 10 minutes of the lesson, when we pick out the individual notes from a tune he's made up. It's always quite simple.
That must be hard, though.
Oh, it is. But people like it because they can really concentrate. And if we're all playing well, it sounds quite impressive. The only trouble is that he sometimes gets us to play one at a time. You know, alone.
Oh, that's scary.
It is. But I've got used to it now. At the end, he spends about 5 minutes telling us what to practice for the following week.
Well, thanks, Coleman. I'll go and have a look at that website, I think.
That is the end of part 1. You now have 1 minute to check your...
Okay, so that's it for part one. Do you feel like it's difficult for you, or yeah, just fine for me?
I think it is just fine for me, but yeah, sometimes I cannot understand one or two words.
Okay. So
Yeah.
I think for completing table and form, this is the easiest part because they come in structure. They
Oh
will read it
yes.
in structure. So it's always in sequence. So if you feel like, okay, I missed this one, that the recording must be the next one. So just move on from that question. And then pay attention to the intonation of the speaker. Sometimes
Intonation.
they put pressure
Okay.
on the answer. If, for example, like this one, then often listen to a recording of a song. They
Recording.
say it recording of a song, so they put pressure on
Oh.
it.
Okay. They have more tone on it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Pressure.
They
All
play
right.
the tone, and
Okay.
sometimes at the last section, part three or part four, they may speak faster than part one. So you have
Mhm.
to use this tip only on part one only,
Oh. Okay.
like that. And then the
Okay. Got
second
it.
type is multiple choice. There are two types of question, choosing a single answer or choosing more than one answer. This is the example for choosing a single answer and choosing more than one answer. Let's try to listen to the
Listen.
recording again. Oh, before you listen to the recording, I want to give
Yes.
you some tips. For the multiple choice, you have to look at the option first before you listen to the recording. They will give you some time to read it first, right? So make sure
Mhm.
that you read all of them.
All the
And then
option.
I mean like skimming technique. So you don't need to like blah 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 like that, but you just
Uh-huh.
read it really fast. What about it?
Okay.
What's it
All right.
sorry,
Try to
what
understand
is
it.
it about?
Okay.
Something
I
like that.
understand.
And then they usually in IELTS they will mention all of the options. They will read all of them, but you have to
Mhm.
hear until the very end. Sometimes there is distractor, right? After you
Yeah.
think that option A is correct, but they change the answer to B. So listen
Yeah.
until the end of the conversation. But make sure that after this topic is being skipped, you move on to the next question. Because some of my students left out when they feel like, okay, what is the answer for number 11? I don't get it. But actually the recording is already on number 13. Sometimes they feel like that. So you
Oh.
have to note what is it about? What is it about? And then you listen to that specific part.
Okay. Okay. I get it.
Let's practice it.
Yes.
Part 2. You will hear a woman speaking to a group of people who are interested in becoming volunteers for an organisation called ACE. First, you have some time to look at questions 11 to 15. Now listen carefully and answer questions 11 to 15.
Good evening, everyone. Let me start by welcoming you all to this talk and thanking you for taking the time to consider joining ACE Voluntary Organisation. ACE offers support to people and services in the local area, and we're now looking for more volunteers to help us do this. By the way, I hope you're all comfortable. We have brought in extra seats so that no one has to stand, but it does mean that the people at the back of the room may be a bit squashed. We'll only be here for about half an hour, so hopefully that's okay. One of the first questions we're often asked is how old you need to be to volunteer. Well, you can be as young as 16, or you can be 60 or over. It all depends on what type of voluntary work you want to do. Other considerations, such as reliability, are crucial in voluntary work, and age isn't related to these, in our experience. Another question we get asked relates to training. Well, there's plenty of that, and it's all face to face. What's more, training doesn't end when you start working for us. It takes place before, during, and after periods of work. Often it's run by other experienced volunteers, as managers tend to prefer to get on with other things. Now, I would ask you to consider a couple of important issues before you decide to apply for voluntary work. We don't worry about why you want to be a volunteer. People have many different reasons that range from getting work experience to just doing something they've always wanted to do. But it is critical that you have enough hours in the day for whatever role we agree is suitable for you. If being a volunteer becomes stressful, then it's best not to do it at all. You may think that your income is important, but we don't ask about that. It's up to you to decide if you can work without earning money. What we value is dedication. Some of our most loyal volunteers earn very little themselves, but still give their full energy to the work they do with us.
Okay, that's for part two. So is it harder
Mm-hmm.
from the first one?
Yeah, a little bit harder for me,
Mhm.
but
And which one do you think is harder? Single or more than one answer?
more than one answer.
Yeah, I agree with you. This one is
Yes.
more harder. And how to determine which one is correct or not? So usually the correct answer will not contain any negative word. Oh,
Sorry?
I mean not this one, the recording. From the recording,
Uh-huh.
they mentioned about financial situation as well, but they
I
said a
think,
negative
uh-huh.
sentence, right?
Oh, yes,
So
yes,
this
yes.
the tone are
She's,
negative.
yes. She said like it's not for the financial situation, something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
look
yeah.
at the
I
word
heard
not.
that. Yeah, I
So
heard.
yeah, that must not be the question, the answer. So just
Oh,
skip that like that.
okay.
Okay, so that's a tip
Okay, I
for
get
this
it.
one, and then yeah. Number three is labeling maps on plans. Identify areas, room, or features. This one is the hardest for me. I don't know why. I don't like if I get a question like this.
Oh,
Let's
it's a
listen to
map.
it. This one is very hard because sometimes you get lost on this map. Like, where am I right now? The recording is in sequence, and you start from here, from here, from here. But sometimes at some point, if you lost, then you are
Yes.
lost. You cannot answer any type of question.
Yeah, then.
Let's listen to
Let's
it.
try.
Now listen and answer questions 16 to 20.
Oh, before that, I have a tips for you. For labeling maps,
Yes.
try to look at the landmark. Look
Landmark.
at something prominent from the maps. For example, there are two lakes. How if the person is only say lake? Which one? So maybe they
Uh-huh.
will add some landmark like the forest, the lake near the forest. Okay, so this one. Or maybe they will
Oh,
mention a rectangular shape. Okay, maybe this one.
but sometimes they came up like too late or something like that.
No, they will specifically mention which one.
Oh, okay.
But we don't know what will they say. They will say smaller lake, bigger lake, or
Really?
lake near the forest, or lake near the house, something like that. So we don't know which
Okay.
one.
All right. We have to be like more careful.
Yeah, like that.
Okay.
Now, on Sunday, we'll be taking our visitors to Farley House. You may not all be familiar with it, so here's a map to help you. You can see the car park at the bottom of the map. There's an excellent farm shop in the grounds where our visitors can buy local produce. It's in the old stables, which is the first building you come to. They're built round a courtyard, and the shop's in the far corner on the left. There's also a small cafe on the right as you go in. I know that one or two of our visitors may not be all that mobile. The main entrance to the house has a lot of steps, so you might want to use the disabled entry. This is on the far side of the house from the car park. Children will probably be most interested in the adventure playground. That's at the northern end of the larger lake, in a bend on the path that leads to the lake. There's lots for children to do there. There are a number of lovely gardens near the house. The kitchen gardens are rectangular and surrounded by a wall. They're to the northeast of the house, quite near the smaller lake. They're still in use and have a great collection of fruit and vegetables. The Temple of the Four Winds is a bit more of a walk, but it's worth it. Take the path from the car park and go past the western sides of the stables and the house. Then, when the path forks, take the right-hand path. Go up there with the woods on your left, and the temple is right at the end. There are great views over the whole area. Okay, so that's...
Okay, so
That
that's
is
it.
the end of part 2.
Yep.
You
I get it. This
Yeah.
he said
Mhm.
bigger lake and smaller lake
Yeah.
and
I told you I
rectangle.
heard. Mhm,
And
mhm.
I is it hard because he said rectangle. I cannot understand it.
Oh,
Rectangle of the
yeah.
house.
Mhm.
Okay.
Like that. So I don't have any tips for this one, but just look at the landmark because I always get something wrong if I get the maps on my task. So yeah, I don't really have a tips for this one.
Okay. Just try to imagine it
Yeah, we have a really big
better.
imagination for maps.
Yes.
Okay, and then the next part is matching. Choose an answer for each question equally in letter. This is the example of matching. Wait, what comment does the speaker make about each of the following serving points in the food hall? Choose three answer. For this one, it is similar what the multiple answer, but right now they talk longer because it's section 2, so they must talk with an advanced vocabulary. And here you are given only three question: world adventurous, street life, speak Italian, and you have to pay attention to every important notes on world adventure, blah blah blah, blah like this. Usually on your task day, they will give you a paper, right? They give you a paper or
Yes.
not?
I'm not
Yes,
sure.
right. For my case, I took IELTS 3 times, and they always gave me
Uh-huh.
a piece of paper
You took the
and a
computer
pencil.
base?
Yeah, the computer base.
Oh, all right. Okay.
Uh, did you take the paper based test?
No, the last time I took the paper test.
Okay, next time please take the computer base.
Okay. Got it.
The paper based, the speaker is not really clear for my town, in my town.
Okay.
So it's better to take the computer based.
Yeah,
And
I
for
never tried the
computer,
computer base.
and what about your 30 May? It's computer based or paper based?
It's computer base.
Okay, all right.
Yes.
Congratulations. They will give you a piece of paper. What's the purpose
Uh-huh.
of that paper?
Make a
So,
note.
when you listen to the recording, you will
Yeah.
hear this word, right? And after that,
Yes.
you need to scribble. Like, what is scribble? Write down some important note on your paper according to this keyword. So, for
Okay.
example, 16, World Adventure. You know the answer. This probably help to find news like that. And you can write down what you hear about World Adventure. For example, students plan menu, blah blah blah, like that. But make sure that you do not write too long. Because if you write too long, you will lose your attention to the next of the recording. So
Or just
that's my
make a
tips for
important note.
yeah, just
Oh,
the important thing
important.
from the
Okay.
from this keyword. If you hear something other than these three keywords, just ignore it.
Okay. Got it.
Let's try it. Hey, no, this one.
Now listen and answer questions 16 to 20.
OK, back to the serving points in the food hall, which will all have side dishes, desserts, and drinks on sale, as well as main courses. One serving point we call World Adventures. This will serve a different country's cuisine each day. Maybe Chinese one day and Lebanese the next. The menus will be planned for a week at a time, so pupils will know what's going to be available the whole of that week. Street life is also international, with food from 3 particular cultures. We'll ask pupils to make suggestions, so perhaps sometimes there'll be food from Thailand, Ethiopia, and Mexico, and then one of them will be replaced by Jamaican food for a week or two. The Speedy Italian serving point will cater particularly for the many pupils who don't eat meat or fish. They can be sure that all the food served there is suitable for them. There'll be plenty of variety, so they shouldn't get bored with the food. OK, that's all on the new food hall.
Okay, that's the end. Can you use the tips I gave you just now?
Yeah, but I cannot use the tip for the last one, the speedy Italian.
The speed Italian.
I cannot
Yeah,
get
yeah.
it.
I
Yeah.
think that's a little bit hard because they said something like they do not mention vegetarian food, right? But they
Yeah.
mention do not eat meat or something like that.
Oh yeah. I heard
Yeah.
only vegetarian food. Oh.
Yeah, the later the section, the harder it is because they will not directly say the answer, but they will make it implicit. You have to conclude it by yourself.
Oh. Okay.
And this is
Pretty
some of the
hard.
method. Yeah, it's pretty hard. And
Okay.
this is the active listening method. What is that? We are not only here, but we need to listen to comprehend the meaning of the recording. And then how to enhance active listening? Focus on the aim or purpose. So that's why they gave you some time to check the question. And then after that, you can write down your answer. Write down the topic and listen to the recording based on the keyword you made. And then write the keywords as I might just mention it.
Uh-huh.
And then
Okay.
structure your note. Structure your note with rough mapping. You need to list the information and then put them in mapping format. So they will give you a piece of paper and then write down only the key notes. If you feel like, okay, I cannot answer this one, do not ever leave it blank. Just put anything on that
Anything.
because maybe
Yeah,
it's your
yeah.
luck. And then
Okay.
practice your active listening and note
Listening,
taking.
notes.
And another important tip is that please write down all of your answer in capital letter.
Oh, anything in capital?
Yep. It works on me 3
Alright.
times. So I suggest you this.
Just turn on that caps lock.
Yeah, just write all of them in caps lock.
Oh, Okay.
Why? Because sometimes if you write down a name without capital letter on the first letter,
Uh-huh.
they will mark it as incorrect. It's
Oh.
silly, right?
Oh, yeah. I understand.
So just write down all of them in capital letter.
So it's not like the capital on the first letter on the name. Oh,
No,
yeah.
just everything caps lock.
Everything. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, I got it. That's good
Okay,
tip.
that's the end. Yeah, my previous tutor, when I was a student like you,
Uh-huh.
my tutor gave me those tips, and it really works on me.
Oh, okay. I just know that.
Okay. Yeah, I hope it works for you as well.
All right.
And now, I will show you this. This is my favorite YouTube channel for IELTS listening practice. And if we have some time, I will only show you the first part of the recording, and we can continue the rest of it tomorrow.
Okay. That's fine.
Okay. Let's prepare a paper, or your phone is okay. Just write down your
Mhm.
answer on that. This is the question, and now let's start it.
School camping trip. First, you have some time to look at questions 1 to 5. Now we shall begin. You should answer the questions as you listen, because you will not hear the recording a second time. Listen carefully and answer questions 1 to 5.
Good morning, Mr. Thompson. Can I speak to you for a moment?
Of course, Jamie. Come in. Have a seat. I've just finished looking through the reports for this term. It looks like the pupils are doing very well.
Yes, I think they are. It's all going fine.
So, Jamie, what's on your mind?
Well, I've been thinking about next month's camping trip, the one for year 10.
Yes, we've got it scheduled for the 23rd to the 26th, if I'm not mistaken.
Actually, I think it's the 24th to the 27th.
Let's just check. Oh, right. Yes, you're right. So,
Well, I've been thinking about how we might possibly make this year's event even better than last year's. Not that last year's wasn't great, but...
suggestions for improvement are always welcome, Jamie. So, what have you been thinking about?
Well, to tell the truth, I wasn't completely happy with the camp we used last year. It was rather small, and I didn't feel that the grounds were particularly well kept.
Go on.
I did some searching, and I think I found the perfect spot. It's called Shepton Meadows, and...
Is that the campsite in the Lake District?
No, actually it's just outside Carlisle. It's a huge site, and it's on a lovely lake, Lake Brant, I believe it's called. Half the site is forested, and the rest, the actual camping area, is grassy. For kids that rarely get to see anything more than concrete, it's ideal. And the facilities are amazing. There's a basketball court, a large pool, and a football pitch. There are well-marked trails through the forest for hiking, and the lake is there for swimming and other water sports. I believe there's even a lifeguard service.
That sounds like it might suit our purposes perfectly. Did you happen to find out about availability and cost?
Yes, as a matter of fact, I did. I called them yesterday evening, and there are plenty of spots available. And because we're a non-profit organisation, they said they would give me a reduction in the price.
If I remember correctly, we paid £5 a head last year.
Yes, per night, right?
Yes, each child paid £10 for the 2 nights.
Well, at this campsite, it's only £4 per night. And they told me that if we had over 50 children, which we do, they could give us a further 10% off.
That's very reasonable, isn't it? Well, from what you've told me, I think we should probably go ahead and book.
Excellent. I'm sure the children will love it.
I'm sure they will.
Before you hear the rest of the conversation, you have some time to look at questions 6 to 10. Now listen and answer questions 6 to 10.
Now, Jamie, have you given any thought to an itinerary by any chance?
As a matter of fact, I have. Wait 1 second. Yes, here it is. I've made a few notes. Okay, so, now, these are just ideas, of course.
Yes, go on. Let's hear what you've got.
Right. We time it so that we arrive at the camp around 7 on Friday evening. It'll still be light then, and we'll have plenty of time to set up camp and get ourselves settled in. At 8, we could have a barbecue, you know, hamburgers and hot dogs, something that's nice and easy to prepare.
And that children love.
Yes. Then, lights out would be at 9:30, so the children will get a good night's sleep and be up bright and early at 7 on Saturday morning. Breakfast would be at 7:30, an hour's hiking from 8 till 9, and then a couple of hours at the lake. That would take us up to 11. I think that an hour of free time would then be in order. Let them have a chance to explore a bit on their own, you know?
Yes, great idea. And then?
Let's see, a picnic lunch at 12, and then sports in the afternoon till 4. Another swim until 5, and then supper. After clean-up, around 6:30, we could have a talk-back session, where the children get a chance to discuss their day and anything else they might have on their minds. Then a campfire and sing-along at 8, back to the tents at 9:30, and, well, that takes care of Saturday.
Excellent, excellent. That would certainly keep them busy. What about Sunday?
Sunday, right. As on Saturday, same wake-up and breakfast times, and then I thought we could go on a bit of a day trip. There are some caves about an hour's walk from the camp, which I thought the children might find interesting. We could leave at 8, which would mean we'd get to the caves at 9. They could explore for a couple of hours, and we'd head back at 11. 12 o'clock would see us back at the meadows. An hour's swim, and then lunch at 1. Then we could have organized games in the afternoon until supper at 5. It would take us an hour to clean up our sites and pack up. We'd be on the buses at 6 and all set to head back into the city.
Well now, you've certainly put a lot of thought into this, Jamie, and it's paid off. I think it sounds wonderful. I can't think of a thing that needs to be changed. Let's go for it.
Brilliant. I'll get the itinerary printed up and put it up on the notice board this afternoon.
That is the end of part 1.
You now have half a minute to check your answers.
Now turns to part 2.
Part 2. Zoe goes to talk to her academic advisor.
First, look at questions 11 to 14.
Listen carefully and answer questions 11 to 14.
How are you getting on, Zoe? Feeling at home yet?
Well, more or less. There are still some things I need to buy, and I haven't found my way to all the facilities yet, but I really love the campus, and I've already made a few friends.
Fantastic. Now let's see what we can do to get your studies off to the right start too. You're on the foundation course, so you can take up to 8 modules. What we advise is that you take 4 modules in the first semester and, assuming everything goes well, 4 in the second. Have you decided which you want to take in this semester?
I haven't made my mind up yet. I can't decide whether to take Principles of Marketing or Introduction to International Trade.
Well, that depends on your career goal. You're planning to work in the biotechnology sector, aren't you?
Well, that's my present thinking, but I guess I might change my mind.
Right, well, marketing is a broad general subject that you will find really useful in a number of careers. International trade, on the other hand, is more specific. That's fine if you're sure it's the sort of work you want to do. A lot of students start off thinking about that option because it seems glamorous, but marketing can also be an exciting career, and there's a wide choice of jobs. Maybe you ought to wait until your career ideas are a bit more definite before you go down that road.
Yes, I see. I could take International Trade next year, couldn't I?
Sure. You could do international finance as well. So, in your first semester, you've got Principles of Marketing, Introduction to Economics, Banking and Finance, and let's see, Principles of Financial Accounting. How do you feel about that as a package?
It's okay, I think.
Before the broadcast continues, look at questions 15 to 20.
Okay, we can stop it right there because we do not have enough time to
Yeah.
continue until number 20. And right now, let's check on the answer for number 1 until number 5. So,
I
would
think I
you
got
like to share
lost.
your... No, you
Yeah.
really? That's fine,
Yeah,
that's
that's
fine.
fine. I'll
So,
share
what is
it.
your answer? Yeah,
Number
that's fine,
1
that's fine.
is B.
Okay, so number 1 is A, the following month.
Oh yeah, the following
Yeah,
one.
it's the following month. And then number 2, what is that?
A.
Okay, that's correct. Number 3,
Number 3, I didn't listen it carefully. I think it's C.
which one? Bravo.
C.
Oh, C. Okay, that's correct.
Yeah.
C.
Oh,
Yeah, it's C.
that's lucky.
Number 4.
Number 4 is C.
Number 4 is
Sport.
B.
Oh, B. Oh,
Mhm.
I thought.
And then number
Okay.
5.
Number 5 is A.
Number 6.
Number 6, barbecue.
Okay, number 7.
Number 7, it's 7 a.m.
Half the site.
Number 7 is sorry, what is that?
7 a.m.
Okay, that's correct. Hey, one word only. Just put 7.
Oh, just put 7. Oh,
Yep.
all right.
If you answer 7 a.m., I will mark it as incorrect.
Oh, okay. Okay, I get it.
And then number 8.
Number 8, I don't know. It's blank. I'm
Okay.
blank.
It's discuss. No,
Discuss.
never leave your answer blank. Yeah, discuss.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Number 9.
discuss. Okay. Number 9, it's cave.
Caves, that's correct. Number
Uh-huh.
10.
Number 10 will be on the, I don't know. Go home.
Okay.
I don't
Buses.
get it. Buses. Oh,
Buses. Yep.
I didn't. All right.
Let's talk about this recording later. The next meeting. And
All right.
then number 11. What is that?
I don't get any of this. I don't understand.
Okay. All right. Let's try to listen again at the next meeting for this part.
Okay. All right.
All right. Thank you so much for coming today. See you next meeting, Kak. I will send the new schedule to you.
All right.
Later.
That's fine.
Thank
Okay.
you so much. See you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
See ya. Bye bye.